Silkboss. The video that I made calling you out, I didn't make the video for me going back and forth, or a clash,
You're supposed to have no more problems here that day.
How many times a day do you scroll through your phone to check your social media or somebody else's? Well, you're not alone.
What you say you are, you know what I mean? I'm no famous person, I know nothing because what fame do, fame put in.
We not shoot out like brown man, 6 body PDI total.
The video there was just to correct you. And you of all person, go back, go check your DM, go check your direct message.
So we have some sad news, my people. A US-based Jamaican producer that goes by the name Agile. We see where he was diagnosed with cancer some time ago, and we see that he has lost the battle, my people. You see it according to updates from the news report. They are stating that, US-based Jamaican-born producer Ryan Lee Barkley, aka are better known in dancehall and reggae music, the reggae music circle as producer Agile, lost his battle with cancer on September 17, my people. Really sad news. You get to me, I say, yeah, man. And this producer has worked with like several big name artists, across dancehall and reggae, DeMarco, Chronixx, Michael Rose, Pressure, and all of them ones, they just to name a few, my people. And boy, mess up with the cancer thing. Jaja know my people. Come like a one with number one, killer that. Boy, really sad news still, you see it. So we just give the one them an update before we jump, further down into the blog. So make we kick it off. So as the days go by, more questions are being raised and more clarity is being demanded from the public and also in the come as it relates to that cherry tree killing where the police them kill a young man and said it was a shootout the people. However, revelation from camera footage and so forth would make the thing highly questionable, my people. You get me? I say now we see where in the coming stating that them not even did have the youth name and the warrant and them thing them, my people. You get me? I say them did only have cherry tree lane. Some newspapers say it was probably a fatal mistake and one bag of different things, my people. You see, some people are called for the attention of the Prime Minister and the, Jamaica Constabulary Force and all of that, my people. You see it. We see where it even caught the attention of Queen Ifrica. We see where Queen Ifrica took to Instagram and is stating, Hush Jamar, I said I was done with posting these deaths because I feel like I'm supporting these rituals that are happening in my country. What is happening with this youth star? How much more can Jamaican mothers take? Is this really the only way we can reach our troubled youth? Jail or death? We can't give up on them. Something needs to change to facilitate a better approach to crime fighting. Any suggestion, guys? I am really asking here, and should have make it clear that Jamar was killed by police in the cherry tree lane. Clarendon, my people. And as we say, a lot of people is asking the same questions. I see it. And a lot of people is basically making demands for, like, they want to hear where the constabulary force have to say about it. You see it. But you don't know all the thing, all them thing they run, through systems and so forth. So probably they would have quote unquote do investigation and so forth before, the leaders can actually like brief the people and give them like argument in whichever direction it go. But at the end of the day, my people, you don't know John Public would have really a question and a pressure the police based on video snippets that ones and ones would have seen. You see it because of course they would have said the youth they did not shoot out and all of them things, them people. But camera footage that just suggests that the youth go let them in and was out the door, so people I wonder how him reach back in for get killed. And as me say, oftentimes when we see them type of thing as the police reach, if them not have no form of agenda or nothing, them are go handcuff you and make you know say, yo, me I go search the premises and me know why you do nothing stupid, so it's safer for both away. You get to me? I say, so I feel if you understand how you would reach back in the house and all of them things. Plus, and next thing where once and once you look onto how basically, all of this happen with so much police because, one at a time we see about 10 police in the house. So, a bag of things, my people. Not sure what are your thoughts and your views, though. And also, we see where the likes of Mr. Vegas, is basically address Silkboss directly once more. You get to me? I say he's basically stating that, you know, he would have see where Silkboss are trying to style him, but his argument wasn't about no back and forth joke thing. You get to me? I say he was basically establishing that he not think that that was the right direction for Silkboss go, you know, with the whole brown man thing. You get to me? I say he's stating that, you know, it's you know, rather not a smart move out here, glorify people being killed over egg. You know, regardless of how the story would have spin in the aftermath. The initial stage was that a person was killed over Egwema hustle, and you know that was what Silkboss put in the song. So he's stating that, you know, Silkboss should get his act together and try to pen good songs and so forth. You get to me? I say he's stating that them type of thing they went out here and sing is just for the moment. I want to take a listen at this.
Silkboss. The video that I made calling you out, I didn't make the video for me going back and forth, you know, or a clash, you know. The video there was just to correct you. And you of all person, you go back, go check your DM, go check your direct message, maybe you not see it. But me, I wanted you to reach out to you when the man them violate you. I actually wanted to help you musically. Yeah? I actually wanted to help you. Yeah, to establish, to reach your goals and your dreams. Because I think you're very talented. I think you're one of the youth who did for boss. You and Joshi are two youth who did for boss and I run the place like massacre them and them you there. So I think, say, you know, there's something there. You think you're talented. Yeah? But you just need guidance, brother. You need better people around you, bro. Son. You need better people around you. Yeah? Your decision making, yeah? Your decisions making is questionable. Yeah? It's like a judgment off. And I understand that, yeah, things happen and artists want to sing about it. But you have to weigh the situation. I remember saying, when you have to do a song, say you kill a man for your egg. Yeah? And a man just lose his life because people are say he got killed because egg business, a man never have the amount of money for the egg and whatever people did I say. You have to understand, so that I go trigger people. I know me alone is upset with it, brother, with the lyrics. Yeah, or your initiative. Me just one of the artists them way in the same industry like you. We're a co-worker, you can call it that. Or you're one of my colleagues. I mean I tell you say, yo, no man, the timing wrong for that man. You see? But doubt if you can go sing that song then people are gonna reel up feet. Maybe. But me doubt if you can go nowhere and celebrate. Yeah. Me that kill a man for your egg. Because people, you know, I go still look at the egg man as a hustler. You know, everybody come out with a different story, you know what I say go. You know, people have all kind of different story if it's about people when things happen. Where's the man that they have to defend himself? So you don't know the 100% of what go on. Me don't know the 100% of what go on. So what you do in that situation there? You not celebrate. You not go and celebrate the man where them say analyze the man for the egg. Yeah? In that situation, they make a nice tune like what Stephen McGregor do. You just think say if you're big up brown man, you'd go boss. I get a hit song. And people rejected it. You still push the issue and copy and show people say you're there in a audio max chart and all of them things there. It not change the fact, even if you got #1 on Billboard, it not change the fact say it was an insensitive initiative. I know me alone say so. So I correct people, you know, and you have to understand, say people rate you as an artist, but you do things all the time to kill the ratings there. It's like you want to grow up. You operate like a 10-year-old. You see, you're childish, you're very, very childish. You see out about Clifford. you operate very childish. Me think say you're very talented. You have to look in the mirror, bro. And you have to have better people around you. And this is not a back and forth with me and you. This is me looking at you like, yo, you know, I'm a son that. And that could have been my son. See, I may try guide you. You know, maybe not directly. But advise me again, man. Correct me, I correct you. You see? So nobody take it for more than that, man. Correct me, I correct you. You see? Yeah, man. So go and put in the work and just do some songs where and not just spur at the moment. You understand? No, just do music because you want it last for a week. Because people are going to talk about brown man and things for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. People are going to talk about if you and your woman in a problem, you talk about it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. All of the things that we are trying to make music about are just momentarily things. They're just like short-lived. You're better than that, youth. You see? Go in your cranium, man. Start pen back things like when you just did I get the break. You see? Go back there, so. Find back the lyrics them way. You know, people can connect with. Nobody not connect with you. Man, I go analyze man for egg. As way you documented it as. Cause your version that will happen, you know. And you celebrate the version there. Even if there's a different outcome, you know. You celebrated a version and say, yo, big up a man who kill a man for your egg. And that you celebrated, you know, bro. And that you put forward, you know. And that you did it, a beat up your chest about it, and I say, yeah, man, it's okay to kill a man for an egg. And that you say. And we had to say, no, we're not depend that, brother. We're not depend that, bro. We not celebrate that. You see? Because the banana chips, man, the bag juice, man. I think you say your mother used to sell. I don't know if you are our next artist, I don't remember. But come on, do better than that, man. Nobody the disrespect. Because we're not going to go there, so we're not going there, so. You see? Yeah, man.
So yeah, my people, that is Mr. Vegas to a Silkboss who would have seemingly tried to take on the moniker of being the villain in a dance hall. So he might go, sing them type of thing there. However, I don't know, as me say, I don't think that would have impressed the likes of Mr. Vegas, who is a more senior artist and so forth. He don't really feel like that is a wise decision for Silkboss. And basically, would have look and say, well, the songs them would have speak because they're not really a connect. You get to me and say, yeah, man, while, it get a little viewership here and there, and the magnitude would have surgery and them type of song there, him no see it reach them level. So that is Mr. Vegas' argument to Silkboss, my people. And also we see where the likes of Popcaan, you see where the unruly boss took it up on himself, decide to put out a message forward to keep the rivers clean. You see, we see him over, I think, Rio Grande, if I'm not mistaken. This will look like Rio Grande in a Portland, my people. And we see where him basically rake up and take up some plastic buckle and all of them things there where them have a little about the place, and it look like them have put up all some signs and them things there, you see. So that's where Popcaan basically is stating that people, please don't litter the river when you go there. And this should be every river on the island, not just this one. There is nowhere so much garbage should be on any riverside. You see what I say? And he's stating that that is signed by the Maroons. And I love that initiative there. You get me? I say, yeah, man. And you don't know even like the gullies them and so forth. You see? Yeah, man, because we see how damaging it is when, flooding go on and them thing, them people, because water and no proper place to run in terms of like, how garbage clog up all the drain them and so forth. But while I see some place in the inner city, you can't even see the water to all buckle and rubbish and them thing, the plastic bag and them thing, they cover up the place, my people. So that is a step in the right direction, and we hope everybody follow suit. You get to me and say, yeah, man, preserve the island and preserve the place and so forth. You see, collect your garbage, and people should be responsible for them own garbage, and don't tell me foolishness about government this and government that, because with every food box we fling or every Pepsi bottle and so forth, it contribute to negative effects in our country, my people. You get me? I say so. Big up Popcaan for that. You see. And also, that's where the likes of Chronixx, you know, would have put forward what would be deemed as some words of wisdom. The Rastaman I say, yo, him not too interested in being a famous person because in his view, a man is just a man. You get me? I say, my people, yeah, man, he's stating that him have to go to the market every week, said we, him have to operate like a human being, and him feel like, you know, when you tell yourself you're famous, it take away that part of humanity there from you, my people, and make you can't act, you know, like a normal person. Take a listen at what the Rastaman is saying and tell me what you think, my people. Check it out.
You are what you say you are. You know what I mean? I'm no famous person, I know nothing, because what fame there, fame put you in a very unreal world where things become very unreal and you feel like, you know, you become superhuman. But at the same time, if a man thump you in your face, it's black and blue. Said we like if me thump Angelina in face. You know? We is flesh and blood really and truly. We is body, mind and soul. We is spirit. We is physical, we is spiritual. We are all one entity on earth. And here we go on now. Fame take you out of that entity there and put you even in a lower stage. It put you even in a more physical world than what we are already in, because no fame don't exist in the spiritual. Nobody is more known than anybody else in the spiritual realm. You know what I mean? It's that only exists in the physical, and for you to even step further to say I am more famous than Drew, you know, because I am Chronixx, you go down to second dimension now. You know what I mean? Very basic sense of living. You know what I mean? I can't live like that. Me, I forgot to market. A weekend time go buy my food. And you know what I mean? Me have to walk, and when my head hurt me, have to ball out, say, boy, my head hurt me. And you know what I mean? When me have diarrhea, me have to talk, say me have diarrhea. Me can't bother with fame. Fame make you have diarrhea and don't want to talk.
So yeah, my people, that is the likes of Chronixx are going to hold it off and you don't know how the thing go. You get what I say? Yeah, man. So big up to Chronixx every time. And outside of that, my people would also see where the likes of Lisa Hanna had a message where kind of similar to Chronixx, but in a different order. You get to me? I say what she's doing is basically encouraging elders, parents, and guardians not to allow the kids to be drifted off in a social media where it's like them can't connect to reality, my people. You get to me? I say, yeah, man, you know, she's basically saying it in a fair own fancy terms that, you know, it is our responsibility as parents to keep the kids grounded and make sure them, you know, stay human like and not like a cyborg, my people are like, you know, somewhere outer space where just can't connect to humans face to face, my people. Everything you do through social media. And as we say, very interesting reasoning from Lisa Hanna. Check it out.
How many times a day do you scroll through your phone to check your social media or somebody else's? Well, you're not alone, because 500 million people check their Instagram pages every single day, and most of them are under 34 years old. And I'm just talking about Instagram here. We're not talking about anywhere else, because 2 billion people use Instagram every single month. Because for many of them, you see that little red heart or the notification has become more than just a feature. It's become a measure of belonging, a measure of worth, and sometimes, yeah, I guess a measure of their validation. And this isn't just about their image or validation, it's also business for some people, because in 2018, Instagram had about 4 million sponsored posts. By 2022, the platform generated close to $43 billion in advertising revenue, and it passed 60 billion last year. So if you think about it, validation has now become a financial marketplace for some people on these platforms, because your likes now are not free. They're monetized, they're packaged, and they're sold. And here's the danger, because what might feel personal to some people might look political to others. Look at what just happened in Nepal a couple of weeks ago, when the government decided to ban some social media platforms, hoping to silence noise. Instead, the young people poured into the streets, and what began as frustration quickly exploded into anger about government corruption, inequality, and being silenced. And the protests grew so dangerous that buildings were burned, young people fatally lost their lives. And then the prime minister resigned. And then following that, they used platforms that weren't banned to run polls to elect an interim prime minister. So what does it tell us? It tells us that digital spaces are not optional for this generation. They're lifelines. And if you take them away, you're not going to silence young people. You're just going to provoke them. And guess what? What the data is also saying is that the mental toll is undeniable, because the same part of the brain that gives us any kind of ecstasy or euphoria that lights up when we have that is the same part of the brain that lights up when they check their social media and they get a like or a notification. And that's why they keep checking it, because it's now becoming addictive. And when they don't get it, then, you know, they may get anxious or depressed, because if they post something and nobody comments on it. So here in the English-speaking Caribbean, we are seeing depression rates in adolescents increasing and anxiety rates. No, I'm not saying there's a correlation. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there's a context and construct that we have to now start paying attention to our youth and what is influencing their lives, because for too many of them, they're being trained to perform for approval because of these digital spaces and not necessarily prepare for something else. I mean, they are taught to pose for applause. So when I go out and I see some young people coming out and they're sitting down to have a meal, most of the meal is taking pictures of themselves, taking pictures of the meal, and I have to go over to them and say, hey guys, how are you? Aren't you going to eat? You're not going to? No, we just have to take the pictures and get them out of the way first. And what I also realize is that when I meet many of them and I say, hey, tell me something about yourself, it's almost like they're so like, how do I connect here? So the danger of that I'm seeing is a generation being raised on likes without the parallel guidance on the influence of how we must balance the digital spaces with human connection. So what we need to remind our young people is that, yeah, algorithms may measure clicks, but real life measures courage and human connection. And we have to teach them the art of conversation, because as parents and teachers and leaders, we can't leave them alone in the digital wilderness, because it might give you a rush, but mentorship is going to build their foundation. So I'm just saying, let's start looking out for the generation and to teach them how to be irreplicable and unique, and to never forget the value of being authentically themselves and to develop that humanness, because progress is not the echo of applause on a timeline, but really the enduring strength of a generation that lifts one another and builds and carries each other forward physically.
So yeah, my people, that is Lisa Hanna, you know, and outside of being a beautiful lady, you know, me always like to hear well Lisa Hanna say, you get them answer, because mums always hold some meds where they're on a different level. Plus, you know, our arguments always make sense for people. You get to me and say, and you don't know, as we say in our social media world, you know, we see how it operates out here and say more while the likes thing, you know, get to the people. Sometimes we'll share some videos and once to see something where people would have do in the media, and you know, it's unbelievable for people. You get to me and say, so me understand what Lisa is saying, and you know, the importance of, you know, trying to remain human, so to speak, to people. You see it. And also, would I see where the likes of Mr. G British would have attacked LA Lewis and social media, my people, with no apology. He's basically blasting, you know, LA Lewis, stating that him lack credibility in the quote-unquote maroon documents them where him sell, my people. He's of the view that his organization where him support would have been a more credible organization than a LA Lewis, my people. Check it out.
We never see none of LA Lewis documents them yet tonight. Everybody will go over LBEM website. I remember say United Nations investigate the Permer chief. Me don't know which one of them I Permer chief, you know, because they have one over there where claim say my chief and we want like a crown piece of sitting that they are LA me attack. Me hear ya nibble palm my name, and me hear ya nibble palm Bantu Zulu name, but at the present time when me hear ya nibble palm my name, I couldn't afford to make a video because I did it at the airport. I go on the free not dumb mission, you understand me? Yeah, man, without no apology, and salute to all of the people them round Amoko, and salute to all of the people them where in a Guyana when me buck up in and believe in a free not dumb where them now go trick themselves in front of themselves. Cause I remember say L.A. Lewis a trick himself in front of himself, you know. Everybody will pay for documents from L.A. Lewis, where L.A. Lewis promised them 3 million or 2 million or 1 million. I know me can't see them get their million, you know, but remember this, you know. What Bantu Zulu do, you know, a free not dumb and get to identify a verification as a living man, not as a straw man. A salute to the PCX banking system. I know we can't see L.A. Lewis money I spend now, you know, but anything we spend in a PCX banking system can spend internationally and locally. Remember, we not live in a dream, and whole account bigger nerd boy L.A. Lewis. Remember, you know. You are trouble me, you know, I not see you, no boy, because you look a forward and you look a hype. All your count like a system dog, a system fish. Remember, you know, remember, say, me have your palm phone up in L.A. Lewis. Remember that. Remember, you know, when a par with fish, you know, and when a par with street predator harpy. You hear that? Without no apology.
So, yeah, my beautiful people, that is what the likes of Mr. G British is saying in here. Get to me, I say, yeah, man, look like a little maroon or, you know, documents squabble are going there based on when I see my people, you see it. But what are your thoughts and your views, you know, especially people who like support L.A. Lewis if ones and ones are here, you know, find the L.A. Lewis documents and money and all of them things there and OB and them things there where myself to be legit or not feel like a joke. But me know what you think in the comment section. Clearly, Mr. G British is not really impressed with all of that, my people. But I don't know, L.A. Lewis always out there are doing things same way. So, I don't know what to think, my people. But anyways, just to finalize this whole thing, my people, when I see where the likes of one Kevin is basically stating that in his view, you know, the entertainer show the quote-unquote dead for hunger, my people, you see, and he's stating that, you know, why him say that because him sight up bad mind because of the whole thing we are going with Harry Toddler where he would have fire a lot of lyrical shots and even shots on social media at Elephant Man, my people. I want to take a listen at this.
So I'm going to show you something. Jamaican artists them for dead for hungry. Me say that. Yeah. Jamaican artists them for dead for hungry. Me I go show you why I say that. Elephant Man, I've not been in the media so active since Vybz Kartel come on road. Him get active in the road, right? Him in the street, you know. Money look like it's about to start make, you know. There go Harry Toddler. Jump out from nowhere. All these years, you have up in a your sleeve say, Elephant Man, Rabia and Hobia and all of them something there. Why you did not talk when the man did broke? But now the man find a big tune and the man a forward out and the man a slap up some audience where him never reach before him a reach some audience, you know. Here go you come in here talking say Elephant do this and Elephant do that. You see uno artists, you see anytime when you join hands with people and a person they reach somewhere and uno not reach nowhere, I hope you. Are your talent no good? Are you no good? Me not gonna tell you say you know create some, you know make 2 big tune or some 8 song. You did that. But you see the fact that you know watch other people growth and want it, and that carry on done. You understand? And nothing else. Big man thing. Anytime you get up and start watch another man growth, you gonna lose. Alright. Take Vybz Kartel for example. You see Lisa I come out and bash him. You hear her name I call? All of what she do was in vain. Right? Then you hear another man come out and sing 100 songs. You see that help him? And all of them was in the same group. Anytime you jump up and try to say if you can tear down something with God build, you're going to lose. Nobody not going to see you. So you see this way I do Harry Toddler? I would advise you to go look a song and come back with your song and not bashing nobody. Because Elephant Man, him already gone through the gate. You understand? The man have his dance, he have his talent, and his voice. You can't get it from him because him list tongue really make him sing them sound different. You understand? And you need to go find a talent. Maybe you need to go get a list tongue or something or a dance. You understand? Find a dance. But don't stop bashing people them, man. Because that means why I said Jamaican artists them for suffer. Because of Uno want to own artists them suffer. Uno see much people are dragged down Cartel. I ask all of them right now, if Cartel should send for you to come on the stage with him, would you go? Every man I go say yes.
So yeah, my people, that is the one. So yeah, my people, that is the likes of one Kevin, you know. I am not sure what are your thoughts and your views, you see. You know, and if you would credit the likes of Elephant Man recent song success to the likes of Vybz Kartel. You know, I think him just put it out and it take off on social media. You get to me and say, time and time again, we see songs where just take off on social media. And if it's not like a one-hit wonder, why it going to revive your catalog and give a buzz and so forth. And when it comes down to Elephant Man, everybody knows that Elephant Man been doing it big around here, my people. So you don't know this was expected from him get a buzz. You see what I say, my people? But you don't know how the thing go. Arita Loud have said that Elephant Man made a speech and an interview that was not accurate, accusing him of basically, you know, mashing up the whole Scare Them crew. You see, however, Arita is of the view that, you know, that was Elephant Man doing, and also the fact that Elephant Man actually over him. I get to me and say, my people. However, you know, none of that is sitting well with one Kevin. One Kevin would have said him see all of that as bad mind. You see it, and he's stating that, you know, him always see the artists them do that once a man I get a buzz. He's stating that even if that was the case, a toddler should have talked about that from long time. You see, he's just questioning why him hear all of that when the likes of Elephant Man is getting a buzz. You get to me and say, my people. And also, would have established that the ones them where basically would have come out and bash other artists and have other artists on their mind. You know, most of the time, them not going anywhere. You see it, and them that use like the likes of Vybz Kartel for reference, and you know, basically would have use Lisa Hype and Deva Brat and them ones that say, oh, well, him see them do a lot of this song and you know, this in on social media and them thing there, but him not see where it bear no fruit. You get to me and say, my people. So that is the likes of one Kevin and what he's saying, you know. Leave on the thoughts and comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about his argument. And of course, when you don't know, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And also click the notification bell. And as usual, you know, say we will catch you in another one, my people. I'm out.